Hi, my name is Belgica and I am an actress, and today I wanted to talk about monologues because I just wish every time there was an audition for something that they would give you a monologue. Like if they wanted you to film a self-tape audition and they said, okay, submit a comedic monologue. I wish they had always had options, because some people will do this. Well, they'll say, choose one of these 5 monologues and, send it in. And sometimes they're like, just give us a contemporary monologue. And you're just like, but which one? Like, what are you casting? And sometimes you don't know which plays they're gonna do, or what film or TV show or whatever, what they're casting for. So I wanted to introduce you to one of my books, my monologue books, and this is Monologues for Latinos, Latinas, actors. And I really like this one because specifically it's for Latinos, which is great because sometimes you just want like something that you can really relate to, and stories that you have experienced or believe in or have empathy for or want to create more empathy. And I just really enjoy this book, and I actually know one of the playwrights in this, so I might know more than one, but for sure one, Octavio Solis, I had the pleasure of working with at Cal Shakes Theater. I helped them with some auditions, and he did a play with one of my really great friends who is a costume designer, Ulises Alcala. So anyways, it's I have like extra love for this because of that. But as a Latina, if you haven't noticed, I am Belgica Paola Rodriguez Flores. So, and I took a DNA test, and I'm about half Native American Mexican and half Spanish. So one of the big reasons why I love this monologue book is because not only does it introduce you to the monologues that are in this book, this thick, but it introduces you to the playwrights, and it tells you a little bit about them, and it gives you a photo of them. I believe this was written in 2016 or something. Yeah, it says it was published in 2014. So these pictures are just like a little bit outdated. I thought this book was newer, geez. It tells you, it gives you a photo. So I opened it up here to Luis Alfaro. If you haven't read this, if you're Latino, Latinx or not, Luis Alfaro, I mean, girl, you need to go read his plays because they're really good. So this is Luis Alfaro, and then it tells you a little bit about the playwright right here and list of plays. So even after this, if you really connect with a writer, or you really just like their writing style, their stories, whatever it is, you can see a list of their plays and then go buy those plays and read those and find more monologues or scenes in those plays. So this is almost, a starter book in order to expand your horizon on Latino playwrights. So a little bit about the playwright. We're in a transformational business. All we do is go from change to change. Luis Alfaro has crafted a career writing about the people of the Chicano barriers that surround his native Los Angeles, where decades of culture and tradition have inspired him to become one of his generation's most acclaimed playwrights. So it's just the first line, or a couple of lines. And then, so it says a lot of his plays, which Electricidad is one that I know, and I think that's the monologue here. Performing the monologue. So right here just gives you a little bit of, the direction that these monologues go in, and it just gives you some information. So let me just read a couple of lines so you get an idea. So Alfaro's plays deal with big themes: redemption, religion, ritual, vengeance, social roles, and expectations. Whether writing a comedy that reflects on pop culture or a fresh adaptation of the Greeks using gang culture, Alfaro dives into human condition with passion. So for these monologues, both monologues from Electricidad would be best suited for an actor who could authentically speak the Spanish language without a gringo accent. I was already reading in English, so I said that with a gringo accent. So yeah, it just goes on. I don't want to, read this whole video, but gives you that. And then over here are the monologues. So here it tells you the play it's from Electricidad. Luis Alfaro, and the character is Clemencia, female, early 40s. Gives you a little bit about the play right here, and then the monologue. And then same Electricidad over here, and this one is Electricidad herself. And this monologue I have wanted to do this monologue recently, but I know it has been used quite a bit by Latina actresses, so I'm holding off. I mean, eventually I do want to do this. I would love to do this play. I would love to play Electricidad. Are you kidding me? That'd be amazing. And it just keeps going on and on and on. It tells you about so many cool playwrights, about so many other plays. So if you are maybe not an actor, but are just looking for more Latino, Latina, Latinx writers, then definitely look into this and just start exploring. This can be your starting point. Another playwright that I really liked and that I read in Spanish in high school, I took this Spanish class. It was AP literature, Spanish, something like that, basically for native speakers who wouldn't benefit from a normal, acting or Spanish class that would teach you Spanish from the basics. We got introduced to so many amazing playwrights. Haven't read them in a while, which I do want to start reading more in Spanish just so I can practice my Spanish more, because I don't do it very often. Is Federico Garcia Lorca. Such a good playwright, such amazing writing, so definitely check him out too. Do some reading, you guys. I've recently started getting into reading again, and it's beautiful. I just really have enjoyed reading lately. So monologues, if you're looking for monologues, get yourself some books, because if you read a monologue today and maybe you don't connect with it, guess what? You can pick that same book up a year later and you might connect to it then. But get this book, you guys. Support Latino, Latina, Latinx writers and playwrights, and yeah, get this book. Let me know if you are interested in me doing any other monologue books, if you have monologue books that you recommend, maybe not specifically for Latino, Latinas, but just in general. Let me know in the comments, and I would love to find some more monologue books, because you always need new monologues and don't want to do an overused monologue. So let me know in the comments, and at the end of every video I feature another channel. This is today's feature. If you would like to be featured on my next video, make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and leave me a comment.